Hey guys, welcome back to Honey Ridge Farm. I'm going to make a pollen patty recipe today. Looking at putting 2 cups of water, 1 pack of gelatin, a 1/4 cup of vegetable, 5 cups of sugar, and 5 cups of pollen substitute, which in our case be Ultra B. So I put the gelatin in it before and it dissolved, but it left a lot of the gelatin in the cup. So we're looking at doing the gelatin a little bit different. You're supposed to, according to what I've read, incorporate gelatin in the recipe. You're supposed to put it in the 1/4 cup of cold water and let it set for 10 minutes to have a chance to gel. So I'm gonna put the gelatin in here. We're gonna give it 10 minutes and then we'll see what it looks like when we get back. Hopefully it gels up. After that, we're supposed to warm it up, get it back to a liquid, and then put it in our mixture with the I guess 1 3/4 cups of water at that point, and the 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and then we'll start adding our sugar and our pollen sub. So we'll give it a few minutes and see how it goes. All right, our gelatin has turned our 1/4 cup of cold water to a gel. Now it says to dissolve it, turn it back into a liquid, and then put it in our mixture. So this is a mixture, just hot water. And hopefully this dissolves that and we can add it in. Be right back. All right, our gelatin has liquefied, so we're going to pour it in. We're going to fill this up to 1 3/4 cups of water. Warm water. We're going to get that to mixing, and then we're going to start adding our sugar. We got 5 cups of sugar to add and 5 cups of pollen substitute. All right, we got our pot going. We got 2 cups of sugar. Two cups of Ultra B. Two more cups of sugar. We gotta get our vegetable oil on there. About forgot. 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Two more cups of pollen substitute. So we got 4 of sugar and 4 of pollen substitute so far. Our 1/4 cup of vegetable is already in there, and then we got our 1/4 cup of gelatin. All right, you can see it's starting to get thicker. Alright, there's another cup, so that'll make 5 of the sugar. And then the only thing from here on out we're going to do is add enough Ultra B to get it the consistency and thickness we want it. It'll start separating itself. It'll start sticking to the part that's doing the stirring when it gets thick enough. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups of Ultra B in here, and I might not have to add it all. We'll see how it thickens up. Alright, we want to add this part slow. Makes a mess. That's another reason you don't want to do it in the house. Wife probably wouldn't appreciate it. You gotta have the sugar in there for the bees to take it good. I've mixed it before with just sugar water and they don't take it near as good as they do if you mix it roughly 50-50 with the sugar. If you don't add the gelatin and the 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, it has a tendency to get really crusty. It'll be right and consistent when you take it out there, but if you have to store it any amount of time before you put it on, or if they don't take it too quick, it gets really crusty and they probably won't take it, or won't take it near as good. You can see it starting to get stiffer. See it starting to separate now, so it's getting close. These mixers really help a lot. You could do this by hand, which would be hard. You could do it with a drill mixer, which would be easier, but you still gotta sit there and hold the drill. Or you can do it like this, is the easiest way. You're really starting to stiffen up now. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. It's February 11th. About 55 degrees outside and partly sunny, I guess you'd call it. Most people would say it's too early to start adding pollen patties. And I would agree if you're not going to really keep up with it. But if you do this, this means that you have to keep up with it no matter if it's cold outside, warm, rainy, whatever. You got to keep them fed. They're going to start raising brood if you add pollen patties. And more brood means more bees mean they eat more honey. So you really got to stay on top of it. You want to use parchment paper. I ran out of parchment paper. You can put this on parchment paper though and then make a patty out of it, and it'll make it a lot easier to deal with. Or some people will just take it out in either this pan or a small bucket, and then just kind of scoop it out on the hive. I would recommend you not put too much. What I put out there so far, they're taking a fondant. They're not taking quick. They're taking it, but they're not taken very quick. So just put a little bit out there and see how they take it, and you can always add more. The hive beetles seem to be a little worse this year, and I know they love the pollen patties, so it could make them worse too, so you got to watch that. You just really got to stay on top of it. Okay, it's getting about as much as I want to add. Just shaking everything up too much. I'm going to let that mix up real good, and then we're going to be done with this batch. And hopefully you can kind of get an idea of where we're at, how we got here, and what we're looking at. Just like I say, just keep, you start doing this, you start adding pollen patties this quick, this early in the year, you really got to stay on top of it, because there'll be so many bees, they'll starve out before you know it. You'll think you got a good, strong, heavy hive, you can do the half weight on it, be good and heavy, and they'll eat all that honey up quick, in a hurry. Seems like it's always, or a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times your best hives are the ones that starve out because you think they're okay and you don't have to worry about them. Check them all. Alright, I think that's about got it all mixed in. Got a good stiff mixture. I made the batch before last was looser than this and ended up being too loose, I thought. So I like this good thick. I want it to be thick, but I don't want to tear up my mixture at the same time. So that's kind of what I go for. I guess I would probably get it a little bit thicker if I wasn't afraid of burning up my mixture. This is a mixture, I ended up getting this mixture in Iowa. We went up there to see our son, and they had these on sale for $50, which I thought was a good price. It says Farberware. I don't know anything about them. Don't know how well they'll hold up. It'll hold up, but we'll see. But there, you can see what we got, and we can, like I say, we can put that on the hive just like this, or we can put it in the parchment paper. And with the vegetable one in there and the gelatin, we don't have to worry about it getting hard or crispy. So it should be good to go. So I can leave this here until I can get some parchment paper, or I can go ahead and take it out and put it on the hives just like this. Like I say, I wouldn't start with too much, just do a little bit and see how it goes, and then go from there. I appreciate you watching. We got us our bonnet patties all made up, got our pollen patties made up, so we're good for our feed for a little while. We'll see how they do, how fast they eat it, and then tell us when we need to make some more, or if we need to make some more. So I appreciate you watching. Got any comments, leave them below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.